Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 102 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Just logging in today after I had, done a little bit of work last time on my underwater fortress. Speaking of my underwater fortress, let's go take a look at how it's making out. It should be all the way out here somewhere. Hey, there it is. Cool. Let's get down to the ocean floor and allow my quantum suit boots to do their job. So if I recall correctly, I got it set up, so I just have to pulse this thing, and it should activate the whole underwater force field thing. Looking pretty neat. Now I've got this nice big force field, a nice big open area to work with, and I've got a little bit to do today to get more cool things happening. What I'm thinking I'd like to probably handle is maybe some kind of way to get here from my main base. I don't want to have to go flying across the land and then under the water and all that stuff. I want to do something a little bit more cool and not teleporty either. So I think I should go ahead and first off make yet another one of these force fields. So we've got right now the projector. I'm going to go ahead and work on making another force field right now. Let's turn this force field off, let all the water rush in. So awesome to see that happen. And then head back to my base and start crafting up another force field. And I'll be back on camera once I've gotten most of the components I need ready. Alright, be right back. Alright, the next thing I want to craft here is called the modulated tube thingy-mabobber or something or other. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. The MFFS projector modulator tube. This guy is pretty cool, and it's going to handle pretty much exactly what I want to have happen. Of course, I need to go digging into my bags here because I put some stuff away. And yeah, there we are. So put these things down. And we've got a modular tube. Awesome. I've also got my projector and I've got a blank card. And let's also dig around here. What do I got otherwise? I'm probably going to need a good number more of you because I want to craft probably some strength modulators, which are a little bit more expensive than what we've seen in the past. So not a terribly big deal though. Just give me a moment to get about 4 of them. That's probably good. And I might want to do the dome upgrade. Maybe. We'll see. I may not need the dome upgrade. We'll find out. But I'm also going to want to get a couple of the range extenders too. So that should be good. Alright, let's go back to our underwater base and see what kind of trouble we can get into with this whole mess. And hopefully I didn't forget much of anything. Ooh, looks like it's getting dark out. So hopefully by the end of this episode, I won't have to run to my underwater base anymore, courtesy of even traveling with all the swift wolves and everything. So there we go. Activate and force fields on. So let's check out how this guy works. Remember I told you that there's a directional face that we have to deal with here. And right now when I place it down, the dot on this face indicates the direction that it's kind of facing forward. So right now it's facing forward, and if I were to grab my industrial craft wrench, I could have it face upwards or whatever direction I want. But this guy is going to go ahead and work like this. If I place, first off I need to encode my blank card here, and oh, that's the wrong one, it needs to go into here. Yep, now we're happy. And place this guy in here. We should link to our perfect. Awesome. And what I'm also going to do real quick while I'm here is swap out my Lapitron crystals. Make sure this thing's nice and full of force power energy. We don't want to run out of juice in the middle of a demonstration. Alright, projector modulator tube thingy going forward, and you can see the face changes on this. Awesome. And I'm going to just real quick switch this guy on. So where's my levers? I don't have any levers on me? Of course I don't have any levers on me. Why would I? And that gives me an idea, by the way. Hey, cool. The tube's active. Awesome. So you can see that without any upgrades, this thing really just creates a nice little area around this guy. And if I give him a strength modulator, okay, let's see what happens. Boom. Now it's longer. One on each side, by the way. So you've got one going in the middle there, and one on each side. So if we turn it off and take that one strength modulator out, you can see it's just the one right there. Cool. Now if I want to increase the size of this the other way, I can just put some distance modulators in there. Boom. Now look, we've got the distance modulator coming out a little bit further. It's 1 block further on each side. Okay, so it goes here to here. instead of where it was before, here to here. Awesome. And then, of course, I can combine these guys and just get myself a bit of a modulated strength, whatchamacallit thingy going on here. Now, we're going to need a lot more of these modulator things, so I'm just going to knock my torches out of the way. Thank you, torches, for being a good demonstrator. Cool. I like it. Now, the important part here to note is what I'm about to show you. I'm going to need more of these things, and I don't really have any on me at the moment, but hopefully I've got enough to work with. If not, we'll just have to pretend. Going to get more strength upgrades, okay? I'm going to turn this off and put more strength upgrades in this thing and turn it back on. Did we get enough? Oh, so close. We're going to need one or two more. Let's see if I have enough. I've got enough for one more. Cool. Of course, I could always just move this thing forward if I was really that concerned. Hey, look, we did what we wanted to do. What was that? Well, I actually punched a hole in my force field here. That's the important part about these, is when you run the tubes connector through an existing force field, it's going to go ahead and punch a hole in it and let your character travel through it. Now, obviously, if I had a few more to demonstrate with, I'll probably... Actually, do I have stuff in my bag here? I think I might even be able to craft a couple. Let's do that real quick. 1, 2, 8. And I've got some glass. Cool, I do have what I need. Probably reverse things, as always. Cool. Just get about 8 more of those guys off. And it should cut the water. There we go. Cool. And then we'll let this guy go back on with, I don't know, 4 more. We'll have it. Cool. Pretty neat, right? Let's give it even more of a length here. Bump it up that high. And go. Okay, so what's happening is we've actually got this guy extending out all the way to here. Now, I don't have a subwater upgrade on this thing yet, so let's go make one real quick. I believe the subwater upgrade is going to require a bucket of water and 4 advanced alloys. Let's get one real quick. 4 advanced alloys, and I need a bucket of water. I should be able to find that under here, right? Let's go find ourselves a water source block, huh? There we go. Now, by putting a underwater upgrade in here, it'll remove all the water when it first activates. So let's check that out, okay? Right in there, turn this guy off. Sweet. And put the subwater upgrade in there. And now when it activates, look at that. So we've got this nice little force field projector thing going off in this distance over here. And pretty much we've got now a tunnel that we can travel down. And note that we are extending out through to here as well. Not a big deal. We'll deal with it. Don't worry. But yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. So I'm basically going to have this guy planted in the ground somewhere along this path that'll lead as kind of an underwater force field that'll go from here off in this direction, and then I'll be able to, you know, make my way through this underground tunnel. Awesome. And then with this off, everything goes back to normal. Hooray! Alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright, so at this point, I think it would be about the right time to steal back all these items and, yeah, tidy this stuff up. So what I'm going to do is knock this guy off here. Thank you. And then head off in this direction and kind of find a nice midway point between, I don't know, somewhere under the ground over there and this area. And I should probably flatten out this area as well. So I'll kind of work on that over the next few minutes. Let's, I'm not sure how well this is going to work on camera, but let's take the force field off here and start heading off in this direction. Cool. You know what? Actually, and a few force fields sometimes remain behind, but that's okay. They'll either clear out next time you close out of the world and go back in, or they seem to also decay on their own. You can also just break them with a, you know, tool. See, they kind of decay on their own. Not a big deal. Let's get this back up and running. Hang on a sec. There we go. If I wanted to have the force field break right in the middle here, right, because this is kind of the center of the force field, what I'm thinking I should do is just grab my destruction catalyst and start heading down this path. That might be a smart way to handle this. So, destruction catalyst, ready? Oh yeah. Now the force field, of course, will automatically, you know, cover back up where I just shot at. because the force fields are awesome like that. But for now, I can flip off the force field, and everything's going to flood back in. See? Water flood. Nice. And now I can start heading down this way. Ah, cool. So I've tunneled into basically what's going to be a tunnel here. Nice. And it looks like everything's nice and disabled. I like it. So here is where my tunnel's going to be. I'm just going to head straight back in this direction until I find my way to about where I want to be. So let's go find a spot up above and get the coordinates of it. Okay. There's about where my force fields are, so we'll head off in this direction here. What I'll probably want to do is come out this way and then go over this way. So where's my house laid to? Alright, right about here, let's say. And my force fields are over in this direction. Right about here, let's say. Alright, this looks like a nice place to be. Yes, right about here. So let's call it, I don't know, the x-coordinate is 310. Sure. Right around x310. Yeah, I think that works. Alright, I'll be right back. So what I'm going to do is basically just use this guy to tunnel all the way down to 310. Should be nice and easy. I'm just placing torches along this tunnel for now. I actually have quite a distance to go. Oh yeah, lots to do. Alright, so what I'll do is probably just head down this path, do all the tunneling and whatnot, and then I'll be back in a few once I've got the tunnel built. Alright, that's not a half bad looking tunnel, is it? Yeah. I went ahead and used my mercurial eye to make it all look like marble and fancy looking. Might even throw some Red Power 2 lighting in here just to make it even a little bit cooler. We'll see. But for now, it looks not too bad. What I'm thinking is I'm probably going to want to extend this tunnel out in a certain direction. Let's try placing first our Evertide amulet here, put this guy here, and we'll see what kind of luck we can have. Probably first want to activate our force field. On, please. Okay, so we actually don't need to have this thing reaching too far, which is kind of nice, actually. Not too shabby. Let's get this turned off and try placing the force field right about here. I'm feeling like this might be a good spot. And I'm going to dig straight down to here and place this force field block like that. And we'll get it hooked up with the link card and the modular type card. I put everything away in a chest because I had all kinds of stuff happening. So let's get all this back out. We'll put you two in here for now. That'll work. And yeah, that's cool. So in here we want to place our type card. I think I just want one range booster in there for now and the underwater subwater upgrade thing. Let's try 5 of these. Okay, and in order to test this, we're going to want probably, do I have another, yeah, I think I do, probably in my orange bag. That's a transmitter, there's a receiver. And of course I'm going to need my screwdriver, which I put away about a minute ago. Sonic, where'd you go? Somewhere in here. There it is. Now this guy was messing around with 1100, so let's make this 1101. Why not? Cool. So now what I should be able to do is turn on the underwater force field number 1, and then with one more, now this is also going to be a press and hold button type thing, but you should be activating and you're not. Why not? Oh, the link card, distance. Okay, that's going to be something I need to craft. Boom, off please, and back on. Alright, the range of the force field power gen transmits only up to 8 blocks away. However, this guy is more than 8 blocks away. He's probably closer to 10 or 15-ish, somewhere around there. So I'm going to need to craft a upgrade, the MFFS generator range upgrade. It's going to require a frequency transmitter and 4 advanced alloys. And I'm pretty sure I probably don't have the stuff I need for that. So I'm going to head back to my base, turn off the force field for a moment, and I'm going to go make 1 or 2 of those, and I'll be right back. Alright, just requested a whole bunch of goodies. I've got my copper cable, and I should be having an electronic circuit show up any second. There it is. Combine the frequency transmitter with the 4 advanced alloys that showed up, and I've got my generator range upgrade. Cool. Also slept through the night, and we're making progress on getting this cool underwater tunnel to our base going. Cool. Alright, so force field power on, please. And we're back at 1100, right? Yes. Awesome. I'm going to bump up the range upgrade here. Now it's got a transmit range of 16, which should be ideal. Let's turn off the force field, get out here, turn it back on from the outside, and then we're going to test this guy to see how well he works. So if I bump this guy up to 1101, and I meant to click and hold. Come on, really? You're not that far away, are you? He is. Alright, well, it looks like I'm going to need another one of those range upgrades. I'm going to go get that off camera. Alright, looking good. Got my range upgrade here. Let's bump this guy up once more. Now we've got a transmit range of 24, which is nice. Hopefully that's enough. Go turn off that force power, and hey, we've got force power in here. Nice. That means that we're working. Alright, so force field back on, and then we're ready to test the next component of this. So let's bump this guy up to 1101. And activate, please. See, that's not bad, but it's a little bit of a low ceiling. I might want to bump that ceiling up a little bit higher. I don't like how I'm hitting my head on it, basically. So I want to bump it up one more level with another distance modulator. And now bump it on. Sweet. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Nice. So that guy should let me inside. And don't worry about this low thing. Remember I said sometimes the force fields get stuck. That's just an instance of it being stuck. And in fact, to fix that, I'm going to go turn this guy off and turn this guy off. And see, they're actually stuck there. But don't worry, they'll decay pretty quickly, or like I said, you can hammer them. And I think that's just a bug, and I'm sure you know, Thunderdark is working on it. There we go. See, all decayed. Everybody's happy now. Let's turn this guy back on and activate this thing again. Remember, click and hold because of the way I've got it set up right now. But yeah, look at this, man. Sweet. That is awesome. I've got this in a little bit further than it needs to be. Let's actually try trimming this down by 1. So take one of these out here and turn it on. Is that cool now? Oh yeah, that's like perfect. Look at that. We don't have any overlap inside, and it's almost like a perfect little tunnel coming out of here. Nice. I like it a lot. Alright, I'm going to spend a few minutes cleaning up the area around me and maybe activating it so that this thing works a little bit better. I think I like the idea of just having this cleaned up a little bit. And you know what I should probably be put this thing on here and get my destruction catalyst. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. How's that looking? Not shabby. Not shabby at all. Alright, I'm going to spend a little time, like I said, cleaning up the floor here, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's see how we made out. Pretty solid looking floor at the moment. Still a little bit to do for my underwater base, but not too shabby overall. I do actually have a little bit over here we can probably stand to clean up, but right-clicking this thing should activate this portal here, which lets me through, and then when I close it again, all the water should curtain down to pretty much like that, which is actually a really nice looking effect. I love how water kind of curtains like that sometimes in Minecraft when you do it right. So that is cool. I'm pretty much planning to have it set up. I'll kind of let you guys in on what I want to do. Have some kind of track that I roll over here in my minecart, and when I do that, I want it to activate the force field for a split second, just long enough for my character to go right through, and boom, it'll look like the curtain disappears just as I go through it, and that'll be a really neat looking effect. Yeah, I think that'll look really nice actually. So boom, right through, like that. Sweet. I'm loving it. Alright, I will be back once I dig a new tunnel. Over in this direction, I have to dig to my base underground. And I should probably eat something. Yes, I'm getting a bit hungry here, aren't I? Alright, I'll be back. Alright guys, now I'm hanging out in my basement, and I want to find a good spot to kind of be my evacuation route. So I'm thinking right along here somewhere. I mean, I've got all this crazy stuff going on from a while ago that I've really not messed around with too much. I might want to just go ahead and see, like, how are we for biogas? We're cool. I mean, we've got plenty of this stuff. I might want to just get rid of this whole setup here and make this back corner of my room the emergency escape route. I feel like that might be cool. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. Like, just leave all this stuff here so it's a little inconspicuous. Might not be a bad idea. And then here I'm going to have some kind of crazy door, maybe a frame door, something simple that'll basically be my way out. Now I'm hanging out right now at 312 by 53. So I'm going to just start with this. And where's my destruction catalyst? There it is. Going to go have a little bit of fun kind of building a new tunnel. So let's head off in this direction. Now obviously I'm going to probably be hitting up some dirt floor and some water things, so I'm going to have to deal with that as it comes. But oh no, we'll see. I'll be alright. I'll be back in a few. Alright, you know what? I am reversing what I just did. I don't want to go straight across like that, because if I jump down here, we can see we're way down at Y48. So I think what I'm going to do instead is head back to my little underground house here. Let's take care of this. Hey, that'll work. Cool. And what I'm going to do from here is just dig straight, kind of not straight down, but slanted down, and work my way down like this until I get down to Y48. So I'll be back in a few once that happens. Alright, well I got down to a decent Y level here, actually a little bit lower than I meant to, but that's okay. And it actually looks like I am intersecting with a little bit of a ravine right underneath my house. Didn't even know this was here. That's going to be kind of fun to drive a railcraft cart through. Yeah, that should be interesting. So I'll be back in a few, like I said, once I'm ready. Alright, so just kind of dealing with this whole tunnel system here. Started going with the marble brick thing, and going to work my way across. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are a lot of bad guys down there, just hanging out, waiting to not be friends with me. And yeah, see? Lots of them. So I'm just kind of building this bridge out. I might leave it open like this on the side. It's kind of neat being able to see this whole way to go through here. But beyond that, I'm just going to be extending some more off in this direction. And we should eventually make our way down to the tunnel that I built a bit ago. Oh, I'm out of torches. How cool is that? That's alright. I got to where I needed to go. So, still in extension mode, I believe. Cool. So, I'll be pretty much making this whole tunnel a nice looking tunnel. But for now, we're going to basically want to go up here, make our way up to this area, and, how come it's so dark? Alright, it's alright. We're cool. Alright, good. So, yeah, we're probably even going to have this thing blocked off. Nice. Maybe a little further back. We'll see. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to start working on what I need to get going for this, but before I do that, I want to get the whole tunnel looking marble-ish and nice looking. So I'll be back. Alright guys, how does this look? Not too shabby, right? Just goes straight down to here, and then we zip across to here. Whoosh. And yeah, there's a couple bad guys spawning, because remember I ran out of torches. I haven't completely transmuted that part of the hallway yet. And then, oh yeah, even a couple bad guys in here, huh? Alright, fair enough. A few more lights. You know, keep things looking bright. Like I said, maybe red power 2 lighting down here, maybe not, we'll see. But, yeah, I'll be back in a few. Sweet. Alright guys, so now that I've got that neat little tunnel built down there, I need to get some tracks going and a minecart and all that other cool stuff. Now what I think I'm going to do is just get the work at the back end of the thing and get it started, and then we'll work kind of backwards and get everything working. I need a couple items that I don't seem to have on me. I thought I had some more rail carts and stuff in here, but I don't know where they might be. Might be in here. Ah, there we are. Cool. Holding track, disembarking, high-speed booster, high-speed tracks, powered tracks. That's what I'm looking for. I'm also going to want a detector track. I'm thinking Let's check out the recipe on that guy. Alright, it's just a pressure plate, stone rail bed, and redstone. Cool. Any stone rail beds hanging out in here? Yeah, I do, just one. I'm going to need a few more standard rails. So let's go request them. Probably about 6 I'm going to need, it looked like. Standard rails. 6. Cool. Why don't I clean up my inventory too? Alright, ready to roll. Actually went and got 12 of these guys. I think that was a little bit of a mistake. I'm going to need also just a piece of redstone, please. Cool. And what was on that guy? Stone pressure plate. Not a problem. Transmute table. Okay. So a stone pressure plate, a redstone, rail bed, and 6 of you guys. Perfect. Detector tracks. Nice. I'll put the excess rail beds right in there to hang out. Alright, let's head back downstairs now. Hopefully I've got everything I need, but we'll find out pretty soon. Oh, you know what I might want to do? Yeah. Let's grab a state cell. Do I have one of those on me? Orange bag? Repeater, counter, RS latch. No, no state cells. Darn. Let's get a few, because you know how much I love them. Ooh, and my quantum legs are empty too. I better fix that. State cells are crafted like this. You know what, I'm probably going to charge up my legs, get this crafting done, and then I'll be back in just a few minutes to get this contraption built. So just grab as many state cells as I have items for. I'll be right back. Alright, so here's about where I want to be. And basically the way I want this to work is as follows. I'm going to have a state cell here, and I'm going to place the state cell down here on this dude. I'm going to hook this guy up like so. There we go. And then I'm going to need my screwdriver out of my white bag. Where are you at? There you are. Cool. But I might want to shift click this guy. Because, well, you know what? Maybe I could probably just knock him off and put it here like this. Apologize if this is a little tricky for you guys to see, but that should do it, I think. Let's get some red alloy wiring running here, which will be in this bag here somewhere. There we go. Cool. And maybe I'll dig down just a little bit underground for a minute here. I'll make a mess. Cool. So what we should wind up having here is a state cell, and I'm just going to test this with just a regular pressure plate, just to, you know, confirm everything's good. Let's put something away, like you. Okay, so regular pressure plate hanging out right here. Now when I step on this, you should have activated that guy, and you didn't. Why not? Stone's the one that's player only, right? So I guess I'm going to have to do this with wood. Why are you not turning on the force field? You should actually really be turning on the force field. So let's do this. Okay. And this guy could probably get covered up with a block of some sort. Let's try it like this. Oh boy, everybody's being a nuisance today, aren't they? I'll get it all sorted out, don't worry. Okay, so you... That's strange that that acts like that. Why are you not activating? Alright, give me a few minutes to figure out why this thing refuses to activate. I'll be right back. Hey, all fixed. I don't know if it was just stuck or something, but closing out the game and going back in seemed to fix it up. So let's see. Can I do something like this? Alright, so stepping on this pressure plate should open it up. And it should give me about a 2-second delay before it closes back down again, right? Cool. Now to deal with this piece. Just drop something here. If I just break a block here and here, is that going to make everything behave a little bit better? Yeah, it is. Nice. That way it doesn't flood back inside. Awesome. Alright, and let's get this piece replaced again. So now all I need to do is set it up so that my detector cart runs over this block. So let's place down a detector track instead of this guy. We're going to have this guy. Cool. And then down here, we're going to have just a couple things. We'll drop that down there. I don't care. For example, just regular old tracks. Cool. Now, it shouldn't really matter. Oh yeah, these tracks are going to get knocked off by the water, aren't they? Well, we'll deal with that when, the time comes. For now, let's figure it out. Just get this guy here and just test everything, what I've got so far. And I'll deal with the water knocking the tracks off thing in a moment. Okay, and a lever right here. Get in this guy, and cool. It did what I wanted it to. It opened up the water as it went through. Perfect. So now it's just a matter of keeping those tracks on when we want them to be, right? Yeah. Well, I might have to wait until next episode to deal with that, because right now it's a pretty good wrapping up point for episode 102 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and like I said, I'll be back next time to kind of figure out a better solution here and hopefully get these tracks to stay. If not, we'll have to figure something out, but don't worry, I'm sure I can come up with something. Alright guys, take it easy.